Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is Carmen with Elemental Designs, and today we're going to be working on a reversed canvas. That's right, you guys heard me correctly. We're going to be working on a reversed canvas. These are some of the canvases that we got from Dollar Tree in our last haul. In case you haven't seen that, go check that out. So right now, what you see before you are some clay pieces that I'm working on. We have some polymer clay and we have some paper clay. And I'll wait for everybody to start kind of coming into the room so that I can just explain it once. But right now, what I'm doing is gessoing some of these clay polymer clay pieces that I baked in the oven, and pretty much getting some of these pieces ready, coloring everything that is everything that's not white. Pretty much, I'm coloring. Hey Tina, hey Karina, how are you girls? Let me just go to my video so that I can see. Oh, I hear myself singing. Yes, hey Sasound. Hello Sue, and welcome. So right now I'm just pretty much like I was saying, just gessoing some of the pieces that we're going to be using, and I will go over everything once I get everything done. I made, for those of you guys that follow me on Instagram, you saw I shared this when I made this. This little mermaid's tail or fish's tail was created using Prima's paper clay, and I used a silicone mold to make it's like of a leaf, and I used that to make the tail, and then I just molded everything, and with a little pencil cap I created all of the little scales. Let me just focus this for you guys just a teeny bit so you guys can see this just a little bit better. Hopefully you'll be able to see all the details in here. So it's pretty long. It's about, let's see, um, almost 8 inches from here to here, give or take. So this took about maybe 3 days to dry. And then I kind of went over with just regular school glue, which is why it's a little glossy. If you can see, it's a little glossy. Just because I wanted to make sure that everything was kind of sealed. And then I went into with my little crafty file. It's actually a nail file. And I just kind of sanded down all the rough edges. Anywhere that there was like a little crack on the edge, I pretty much sanded it all down so it's nice and smooth all the way around. But pretty much this is what I have left. And this is going to be the centerpiece for the reverse canvas that I'm going to be creating today. Hi, Jackie. So I made some other pieces to go with this because obviously, you know, I just didn't want to have just the mermaid alone. Plus, you know, you guys know me. I'm all about excess, especially when it comes to the art that I create. So I'm going ahead and just gessoing some pieces. I might not use everything, but I just going to go ahead and do it all just in case. So we have some little oars. I think that's what you call them. We have some sand dollars. We have this little steering thing. We've got some little grass there, some seagrass or whatever you call it. I have a little octopus, but I broke the little arm off. Hopefully I'll be able to get it on. So I have a few pieces like that. Little anchor. So I'm just kind of getting all of these things together. I'm going to go ahead and gesso this octopus just in case that one continues to break. That's kind of why I like to use the plastic. Like this is plastic filament. You guys have seen me use my filament pen. These don't break. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time to kind of, you know, get the filament to fill in the little cavities of your molds and stuff like that. That will take you a little bit of time, but it's a little bit more cost effective. It takes a little bit of time though, but they don't crack, they don't break. You can only remelt it. The polymer, it does crack, it does break very easily, I might add. Doesn't matter how long you bake it for. I just don't have the best of luck with that. So I'm just gonna gesso this. This is some homemade gesso that I did with my first time experimenting with plaster of Paris. So I wanted to go ahead and recreate the gesso recipe with that. just to try it out, just because I have some handy because I made my own paper clay. Um, so pretty much just gonna go ahead and gesso these. I don't have many more pieces to go, you guys. And I'm gonna put this to the side and share with you everything else that we're gonna use. My hands are a little bit dirty, so that's why I'm not sharing with you guys right now everything that I have here on the side. Yes, I hope so. Hey, Leilani. Yes, I did, Sue. I did make it out of toilet paper. I used toilet paper, plaster of Paris, school glue, white school glue, and I also used cornstarch, which is pretty much corn flour, and regular flour to make my paper. I actually did this. I've shared it here with you guys. This is completely made of my DIY paper, my DIY paper clay. I made the entire thing using that. And now it's like a little jar that I have here on the side. It's gonna be like a little piggy bank, little tea light piggy bank. I have a tea light that I put in there. And for my upcoming series, you guys, this is why I wanted to take like a little break. And plus, I was so super inspired when I went to the Dollar Tree and I found the little canvases. I'm like, I have to do something with that little canvas. And then I also found these little glass stickers things, like those little mosaic stickers. Is it's pretty much glass, mirror glass. So I'm gonna be using a little bit of that. So I had to do something, just to kind of get it on my system, because the upcoming series, you guys, is gonna be a little bit of both. I'm gonna be making some like little fairy houses. Some of them are gonna be made with paper clay. Some of them are gonna be made with just regular, you know, like cardboard and other types of structures that I'm gonna be using. But that's gonna be the upcoming series. I'm super excited to play with that. Oh, you're not late. I haven't even really started yet. Right now, I'm just gessoing, girl. So you are right on time. Late to me is when the credits are rolling. When I'm already saying, all right, you guys, thanks so much for watching. And then you want to be like, hello. Yeah, you're late. Other than that, you're good to go. So I'm gonna gesso a little bit of the back. The polymer clay, another issue that I find with it, um, is that sometimes they don't glue the greatest, and even when you glue them down, eventually they will somehow pop off. I've had that happen to me quite often, which is why I don't go for it so much. Honestly, I don't know why I went and used the paper, the polymer clay. Maybe because I was just looking at it sitting there, and I'm like, okay, let me just use this instead of just having it there. But it has its uses, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna be using more of the polymer clay for when I go into making like these little houses and stuff that I'm gonna be doing. But for right now, I just wanted to use up all these little pieces that I had. They're all sea related. Um, so I'm just gessoing them lightly. I'm not gonna double coat them or anything. I just wanna do a quick little roughing up just to add some texture and some tooth on it. And because it's got the plaster of Paris, which makes the gesso somewhat more grainy, it should hopefully be able to hold on to that glue a lot better than it was holding onto it before. And I'm only going over the colored pieces. I'm not going over anything that's already white because that'll absorb the color just fine. So we're going to do, I think, more paper related than we are painting today, but I'm not sure. You guys know, every time I say I'm not going to paint, I end up putting out the paint. So I know for a fact I'm going to be adding some paint to this because I want to color up these pieces, you know, add my little metallics, my shimmers, make this nice and cute. So I kind of made the base colors in greens and oranges because every time you see those pictures of the sea, you always see like the greens and the reds and the oranges. Usually those are the colors that pop out the most. So even if a little bit of that shows, I'm okay with that. So my hands are all filthy. Hello, hello, Monica. So pretty much we're almost done. I got like 3 more little pieces to go. And then I'm gonna put this to the side and start working on assembling my canvases. Um, and I actually made a little base for my canvas today. I was gonna use 2 canvases, but I have so many pieces and I want to really be able to layer a lot of these pieces on there. So I decided to do something a little different. Hopefully it works out. I might have to reinforce it after I'm done, but hopefully for now it'll be good to go. I'm not gonna do that. And these are all made from molds. I didn't do these by hand, you guys. I'm not that talented. These are all molds. And I think that's it for me just with my pieces. Um, at least for these. Let me just give my brush a quick rinse off, because that is just so at the end of the day I don't want my brush to get all stiff on me. And I'll put this to the side and start sharing with you guys everything else that I have for today's project. This should be super exciting. I love anything that's sea related. Most of you guys know that. Any chance that I get to do something that is about the sea, I'm like in complete bliss and full of excitement. I was supposed to start today at 7, but I did get a little delay with cooking dinner and stuff. So I do apologize for that, you guys. And I think I'm sticking to the 7 o'clock time. I think I like that timing better. I think it allows you guys time to, you know, cook and stuff like that and get all of those things out of the way. And then you get to relax while you're watching me. So just getting on some of this gesso off of my hands. All right. So as you guys can see, I have all kinds of little things here happening. I have some other little pieces here. I have some other little crown molding things here. Super, super cute. Some starfishes and another little white seahorse. I might not be able to pack all of this in there, but I'm definitely going to try. You guys know me, right? So we have all this. I'm going to put this to the side and just let that to continue to dry. Oh, I forgot something, but if I add it, I'll just when I'm going to add it. So pretty much what I did is I took some 12 by 12. So I took 2 of these 12 by 12 chipboard things, and I measured it 9 by 11, and I used all the scraps all the pieces that were in there. So pretty much there's 2 of them, and then with the piece that was left over here, I think it was about 3 inches on 2 of the sheets. I put that running down the sides, and then with the 1 inch that was left over, I kind of put it off here, you know, top and bottom. It's a little wonky for right now, but I think once I go ahead and add, you know, the papers and I go ahead and add my canvas, that'll give it the support here. And at the end of the day, if I have to back it up with like another piece of cardboard, then I'll do that. I just didn't want to waste another canvas to do it. Plus the canvas that I had was a little bit smaller than I wanted, and I really wanted that extra little bit of room on there. So I gave myself a paper cut while fixing this thing. So this is more or less what this is going to be. I'm going to do a reverse canvas with this. So this is the Dollar Tree canvas. And if you see on the 8 by 10, it really would have not left me much room to play with. But by me kind of upscaling it a little bit, I have a little bit more room and area to add everything I'm going to add. The whole idea is to mount this mermaid kind of like here, so that it's kind of like that. I'm going to be adding little things here and there to kind of bring it all together. So that's the whole idea for this today. So I have the canvas, I have the little mermaid's tail that I hand sculpted, let to dry. We have some mirrored. I can't put it straight up because the reflection will cause my camera to get wonky. So I have some mirrored stickers that we're going to be using. Got some glue sticks because I'm going to be needing my hot glue gun. I also made these little rope things. They're breaking, so I don't even know how I'm going to use them. Maybe I'll be able to embellish little things here and there, but I'm not sure about that. I've cut out some ephemera pieces from the Primrose paper stack that I'm going to be using. So we have some of that. We have this right here, this from the Primrose. I got myself, this is some little scraps in case I need it as little fillers here and there, so I saved them just for that. Let's see here. I have a sticker sheet, but I'm only thinking I'm going to use this sticker set right here, which says hope, joy, hope, and faith, and I'm going to reinforce that with some just leftover scrap cardboard or chipboard. This is one of the lace trims that I received when I did my lace 2K. This trim was created by Linda Hanson, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm thinking I'm going to be trying to incorporate this beautiful trim into the canvas for today. So I pulled that out to the side as well. I got some more pieces from the Primrose paper stack. This one as well. A little bit of green, just in case I need a little bit of green here and there. I've also gone ahead and I used a napkin, and I pretty much used a glue stick and just laid out a napkin on some white cardstock. And then I just cut out some of the shapes that were in the napkin. So I have a whole bunch of these little shapes that I'm going to see if I add. I'm not sure yet. It all depends how it's all looking. I got some turtles and some crabs out of it. So that's what we have with that. Thank you, Leilani. And then this is from the Primrose paper stack, so I'm thinking I'm going to use this paper. And I also have this paper here, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use this paper or not. It all depends. Because this was the first paper that I picked out. But as I'm looking through the stack, I saw this one, and I thought this one was so much prettier because it's got like little, it looks like little bubbles to me. So I'm thinking I can make it look like little air bubbles kind of floating up at the top. And it looks a little bit more sea-ish in colors. So we're going to be using that. So what we're going to do, okay, I'm cutting off the circulation from my finger with this Band-Aid. I'm like, my finger's pulsing. Why is my finger pulsing? I'm like, oh yeah, I got a Band-Aid on it. All right, so what we are going to do is pretty much grab this. We are going to be covering up, well, I might use it. I'm not sure. Maybe not. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. So the first thing I'm going to pretty much be doing is decorating the inside of my little canvas here on the side. So I got to decide more or less how much of this space I need in order to cover this up. So I'm kind of roughing it out with my fingers, and then I'm going to cut it off by hand. I'm not going to use a scissor or anything like that to do the fussy cutting on it. Hey, Isabel. Oh, it's okay, darling. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of rip this off my hands. I've already kind of squirted a little bit. And we're pretty much going to be adding this into our backgrounds. And hopefully you guys are able to see. So this is more or less what this is gonna look like. Then we're gonna stuff this into the back. Kind of like so. So that it fits in there nice and snug. I'm gonna lift it back out because I do want to glue it. I'm gonna take this band-aid off because it's not really working. But this is more or less what is gonna be the background for the mermaid. So this is where we're going with this idea. So I'm gonna go ahead and add glue to that. And get this party starting. Hey, Tanya. You could do this with hot glue as well if you want. I am going to be using hot glue for the other pieces. I'm going to go ahead and just push this in there. I think I left this side a little bit too long. I'm just going to maneuver it and get it in there. Get it to tuck underneath where the frame is. Just so that it could be nice and secure. Guess we're going to have to lean this. This side wants to come out. Just kind of spreading out that glue that I just put in there. So pretty much our inside is covered, more or less. So yes. So now that we have that, I'm going to go ahead and trim off some of this excess because I don't really need all of that in there. Some of this excess canvas. Just to get rid of some of that bulk. I don't think I'm going to be taking the staples out because I don't think it's going to interfere with what I'm going to do. Once I start hot gluing stuff down, that's going to pretty much be covered up. All right. Got this out of there. Who else is in the room that I didn't say hello to? Hello, Giselle. All right, so we've got that going on. Let me just cover up my glue a little bit. We are going to be distressing. We're going to be distressing some of this with some blues. And I'm going to use this because it's permanent. Where's my little sponge thingamabob? And I'm just going to cover the outside. And the color that I'm using is aquamarine. And let me see here. I'm going to grab a little brush. Just kind of go into these edges a little bit. I missed the spot. There we go. Go into some of these little edges a little bit. Am I zoomed in? Yeah, I am. Good? Awesome. Got glue on my brush. So just using that. Thank you, Tanya. How do I make this thing pop out? I can't do it there. All right, so more or less, we're just kind of distressing that out just a little bit. I am gonna spray a little bit of this gold. I just sprayed myself. This is some gold kind of ink that I made with some acrylic paint. It better work. This is why I don't like sprays, you guys. This is why I don't like sprays. This will give it a little bit of shimmer and shine. Pretty much all I did was take a little bit of my metallic gold paint and water, and a little bit of metallic gold paint. Like I'm talking about not even like a quarter of an inch worth of paint, and then the rest is water. I should have showed it to you when it settles. It does settle and it will separate, but as long as you shake it before you use it, you're good to go. So we have a little bit of that going on. I'm just trying to add a little bit of dramaticness, if you will, to the background. I'm trying to see what else I can kind of add this in. So just a little something something for that background so that it doesn't look so plain. I'm gonna go into the sides with like a little bit of gold, a little bit of gold metallic wax to just give it like defines it. There it is. I'm just gonna spritz this a little bit. Let me put these papers to the side because I don't want all these papers to get messed up with the stuff that I am doing right now. So I'm just gonna put this here for now. And I don't do these things like beforehand, so I always kind of wing it. You guys know, right? I don't make two of anything. It's really hard for me to do one, nevertheless, to do one, to do another. So I only do the one as I go. I only do it as I go. Trying to get some of that blue ink off of my brush. I'm okay if it mingles a little bit because at the end of the day, that is the kind of like the theme overall. I'm just trying to make this nice and thick because it is dried out at this point in time. But that's what's awesome about these products. You can continue to use them over and over and over again. And this is Metallic Luster by Decoart I. So pretty much you guys can see I'm just kind of going into it and just going in gold in that wood grain. Just to give it a nice little frame. And you could do this beforehand, but I like the messiness of it all. Meaning that I like it when it gets on the paper. I like it when it kind of goes a little bit, you know, you have no control of what it does. I kind of like that a little bit. So that's why I decided to do this after and not before. And granted, sometimes you have like little accidents, but I'm okay with like the little accidents that happen sometimes because they just add more character to the piece. And especially if you guys are watching it live, you'll be like, yep, that's the piece that Carmen messed up. Because this and that happened. So it all works out for me at the end. So this is what it's looking like. What is going on with my computer right now? I have like a whole bunch of windows open, like a whole bunch of stuff popped open. Okay, so now we're gonna go on the bottom. And it kind of matches the papers that I chose. Now I do have the mirror glass in gold, like, or in a yellow if you want to call it, because it's not really like a gold color, it's more like a yellow. But I don't want to add that. I want to add it just the way it is, like a regular mirrored image. So I'm gonna leave that alone. All right, so this is covered up nicely. Copycat, what happened? Oh yes. Listen, I'm okay with inspiring people. Just don't forget where the inspiration came from. That's all I'm saying. Because there's nothing original in art at this point in time. It's really, really hard. And if you want to call it original, that's fine. But usually, that is usually some other project that you mix with another project to create a new project, which in fact came from two other places that literally inspired you. I mean, that's how I see it. I could be mistaken. Now, there are definitely things that you don't really see, but you can be everywhere at once. So there's always going to be that one or two things that you don't really see that other people do see. All right. I'm going to cut this like so. And I'm just going to do like a zigzag kind of pattern here. And I'm going to start to kind of layer stuff. Exactly. It's all learning from each other one way or the other. So I'm going to see like where I'm going to start adding some of these little elements that I pulled out. Now, I do have to leave some things for the outside, so I don't necessarily want to cover everything. And I think I'm going to have to reinforce this if I want to use this. This is going to go somewhere like that. So I'm going to take a little bit of this piece of paper right here. And right now what I am creating is just like little pillars or like little rocks, if you will. I'm gonna create like a little rock scene. I'm gonna get some brown. And that's awesome because it motivates other people to keep creating as well. Nobody wants to just be fed on, you know? Everybody wants to have credit for what they do, even if they themselves copy from somebody else, which happens more often than not, right? But, you know, it's the gift that keeps on giving. I'm going to go with this iced spruce iced distress ink. Where's my little piece? Just going to wipe off some of this ink that I got on here. And I'm just going to flick this on. I'm going to start actually getting my glue gun ready, because I'm going to have to start gluing down some of the pieces that are going to go in here. So I'm going to glue this down like so. I know where things are going to go. All right. So let me go ahead and distress this too, just because I might as well. Give it a little bit more darkness around its edges. Yes. Yes. That's also, you know, a good thing to do. I guess people get the most upset when other people kind of claim originality. I think I'm going to turn this into like a diamond. A diamond shape all the way together. Oops. But we all inspired somehow. I don't mind when people do things that I've done. I don't mind. I just, you know, share the wealth. Let others know, like, hey, guess what, you guys? I was over there, and this is what happened, and what had happened was, and you know, she be doing her thing, and come on, guys, go check it out, because I do, always. And I might not always remember the name, because sometimes it's hard. You see so many people doing similar things that it does become a little hard. Plus, you never know who actually originated anything, because you see so many people doing the same damn thing. That's understandable. That is understandable. Where's my little piece? That will happen from time to time. Like, I know for a fact I'm not the only one that does art like this. I've seen many, 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 many people. I know for a fact I am not the first one to do it. I know for a fact I won't be the last one to do it. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. Everybody has their own style. People do beautiful work. This is indeed can be very somewhat time consuming. So at the end of the day, trying to see. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see. Let me see if these stickers are gonna go around the edge like I want them to. I think they'll be perfect. They'll be perfect, you guys. And hopefully you guys won't be able to see me through the reflection of this thing because I am looking like a hell of a mess today. What? I am looking funkadelic, crazy as all heck. Yes, I am. Let me see. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Okay, I think I got to get the glue gun out. I got to get the glue gun out and start working on heating that up because the steps that we have left to do are pretty much adding in some of the pieces that I have that I'm going to put in here, some of my clay pieces, like some of the little grassy things that I got. I'm going to be adding those things in there. So I'm going to turn this baby on. It's all right. I'll be crazy. And I'll be looking hella crazy sometimes too. We be having those days. You can't front. Those days you look at the brush like it's your enemy and you be like, I know. You look at the brush and be like, full. I don't want to do this today. Come on. I hope nobody knock on my door. I hope I don't have to go downstairs. Please, please, please give me a chance. All right, well, that's heating up because I'm going to need that to heat up so that I can go adding in some of my other pieces. I'm thinking about these turtles. I might just add some of this stuff on the outside. I'm definitely thinking I'm going to add some of these things on the inside. I did not cover the napkin, so I'm kind of worried about that right now. So I'm thinking about what I'm going to do with that, if I'm going to use it or not. Two things I do want to do while my glue gun is heating up. Number one is I want to reinforce this. I think this will look super, super cute as the top. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I could add it behind it. Yeah, I think I'll add it behind it. Yeah, so I don't need to reinforce it. I'll just add it behind it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So what I do want to do at this point in time is what, Carmen? What do you want to do, Carmen? What? Let's go ahead and work on some of these little pieces. Definitely like some of these little grassy things that I'm going to put on here. Some of these are going to be added like on the outside. Maybe just the one on the outside. Because they're all facing. Why do molds do that? Why they always give you stuff facing one direction? Why can't they give them to you like facing each other? Chances are in life we're going to want mirror images of things. Why can't they be like, hello, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Hello, face each other. That will make my life a lot easier. So let's see. I'm going to put the little oars in there because I think those are going to be super cute. I just hope that they don't break on me because this clay is like, ugh. This is why I like the plastic. So I'm going to do those. I'm going to do those, I think. I'm going to add these little bits and pieces. Maybe I'll add some of these to the bottom. Come on, man. Don't get stuck. So let me put this paper here to the side for right now. And let me start actually putting these things back because I do need a surface to paint on. This thing feels like it's about to crack any second. And I made them super thick and they still crack. Like, I don't understand. So let me go ahead and get some little paints. See, my color scheme is kind of greenish, so I'm gonna go with like some other kind of colors that are gonna hopefully make this thing kind of pop. Like some of this orangey color, some of this fat fuchsia color, like odd little colors, I think is what I'm gonna go with. Maybe even some coral. So we have some, well, this is copper. So copper kettle, fat fuchsia, and orange flicker. That's what we're gonna go with to start adding some color on here. I'm gonna get the same little brush that I've been using because I might as well. I'm gonna leave these for last. Let's see what color I'm gonna paint those. So I'm not gonna paint those colors. So I'm gonna start with the fat fuchsia, and I'm just gonna dust this, and I'm gonna be adding both colors onto these things. So some of the fat fuchsia. I'm trying to be very careful because this thing is super, super fragile. And they snap and break for nothing. See? Literally while I'm holding it, it's just snapping and breaking. I'm gonna go back to my plastic. Those don't break. Even the paper ones snap and break easy too. So annoying. Because you put so much work and energy into making them, putting them to dry, and then the minute you go to, you know, pick them up, look at them, whatever the case may be, they're like, snap, who cares that you want to see me? Like, you're gonna see me in pieces. And they just break, which sucks. It looks like a purple. It's like a purple pink kind of color. So I have more of these. I should have done more because I had a feeling this was gonna happen. So I'm gonna just try to clean off as much of that as I possibly can on my brush, and I'm gonna go into it with this orangey color. So a little bit of layering. And there's always an easier way to do things, but I never do things the easy way. That's just how my mama raised me. All right. So where's my little gold spray? So we're gonna do this one. This one's pretty much done. So I'm gonna put this one to the side. Hey Dana, how are you? So let's go get some more of this orange. And let's just layer this color out. I still have to add a little bit of that copper, but I think I'm gonna leave the copper for the other piece that I have there. Maybe add it for the starfish. And I still have to paint my mermaid tail. I'm still thinking about what colors I'm gonna paint that mermaid tail. I don't know yet. There goes another piece that broke off. But that's okay because I'll just layer them. It'll just add more character to the piece. I'll just add little bits and pieces here and there. That might actually even look better. All right, so this one is kind of like this. So this was kind of like that. Once this dries, it's permanent. I might get another, where's my copper? I might get another color and mix it around a little bit. Yes, he did do an awesome job on that makeup video. Way better than I had anticipated. Me and my daughter, we was both nervous. We was both nervous at this man with those brushes and that foam thing in his hand. Talk about dap, 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 dap. I was like, oh God, please, no. But it worked out okay. It worked out okay. So that wasn't too bad. Let's see. I'm trying to find some of my different colors that I have here. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna use any of those. Let me see if I can pull in a different color for this. Maybe some blue. Blue blends in. Some light green. Maybe some lavish green. It's like a lime green kind of color. And I know sand dollars are not that color, but it's just about adding color and a little bit of my own style. And in my world, everything is a rainbow. So I'm just gonna rub that in there with this little brush that I done turned into a stencil brush. Add a little bit of that yellow on there. So we have some more pieces. And I am on Speedy Gonzalez yet concentration mode, you guys. You never know. You'd be surprised. But it was a good show overall. I have fun. I have fun. All right. So, a little starfish maybe. Let's make the little starfish yellow just because we associate anything star shaped to be yellowish. So I'm going to add this orange on there. Spray with a little bit of that gold spray that I have there. That's that, and that's that. I think my glue gun is at this point in time nice and hot. So these are going to be the pieces that I'm going to start off with for now. I'm going to add these probably a little later on as I start adding more of the embellishing and I start seeing where things kind of fit in and where they don't. So I'm going to just add this for now in there. That'll be good. Let me put my brush over here. Clean my hands up a little bit. Aw, awesome. Yes. Straight up speedy right now. Straight up speedy. All right, so let me put my pieces down. Put this to the side again while I kind of finish everything else. These are going to get tucked in to the back. I'm going to be gluing the canvas straight down on my surface, so I'm not worried if my back of my canvas gets a little dirty or not. That's neither here nor there. Let's get some glue sticks because we're going to need it. This is kind of what I want to do. Kind of like so. Let's see. Might have to add some of these like in the bottom, so I might have to glue some of these like on top. This is so super dimensional right here. Are we gonna even be able to see that? Okay, so something kind of like that. Something kind of like that I'm thinking for right now. Canvas is still kind of dry. All right, so something kind of like that I'm thinking. This thing is still green. I guess I didn't just so this one good enough. and it crumbles. But we'll figure it out. What do I need? I need something to help me pick these things up. One minute I know where all of my tools is. The next minute I have no idea. Hmm? You didn't take them? Nah, I don't think you took them. The tweezers. My little tweezers. And then when I'm not looking for them, they're like right there. Doesn't that always happen? Let me see. Oh, I found them. Let's see. Let's see, you guys. Hello, Bootsy. Welcome back. All right. So I think I'm gonna add this piece here. I'm gonna add this piece. It broke again. I'm gonna add this piece like right here. So I think what I'm gonna do is pretty much add my little bits of glue. As much as I can. Try not to put too much pressure on it because it'll snap right there. So that is that. I'm gonna add this little star guy right here. He's kind of sticking out of the thing a little bit, which is fine. Just add. I'm so not left-handed for these things. So I'm trying to get it on there, but my hands are so shaky. So let's see. And I'm pretty sure seaweed doesn't grow off from the side of the walls, but you never know, right? We don't know if there's gonna be a cave over there somewhere. We don't know what's going on over there. It's the sea, you guys. All kinds of stuff could be happening. All kinds of stuff could be happening. You never know. Okay. Let's see. I wanted to add this sand dollar thing there. So I'm trying to see. I think I can do that. So let me add the sand dollar thing there. I'm gonna add that there. Hello, Tanya. Tiana, I'm sorry, Tiana. DIY. So we're gonna glue this little piece right here. Right now we're just kind of adding little bits and pieces of the grass, which is what I call it. I call it the grass, you guys. The sea grass, which I know is coral. But seagrass just sounds, I don't know, like seagrass. You think about automatically in your mind, you picture little coral and stuff. Let's see. I'm gonna put that right there. Some of these things you won't be able to really see. I have to make sure that I anchor this really well when I do kind of glue it all down. Um, I have to make sure that everything's kind of anchored okay. So you can kind of see it. So I think this is gonna go okay, like right there. She'll still be able to kind of see it. And wonder, where is it coming from? It's coming from thin air, because that's exactly where it is. It's literally a magic little bush. And it's just floating. It's just gonna float, you guys. I'm not gonna anchor it with nothing. She's just gonna free float there. She's just gonna free float. Atta girl. Something like that, right? Something like that, you guys. It's just a free floating bush. She doesn't need no rhyme, no reason to exist. She just is because she can. But because I don't like things floating, I'm gonna add a little thing under it. I don't want no ghost bush in my scenery. So I'm just gonna anchor it with this little thing right here. Because things like that drive me crazy. Things like that drive me crazy. So I'm trying to see if I can play peekaboo with the little crab. There's a little crab just trying to see what the heck's going on. Let me stand up. What the heck's going on over here? Hey you, what you doing? Oh, I like that. Let me see my turtle. My turtle just minding his business. My turtle just minded his business. It's like, ooh, I'm gonna swim right here. This looks like a fun place to be. I want to be there. I want to be there. So I'm gonna be there. Yeah, it's very similar to a shadow box. I mean, we have the dimension of the canvas, um, and we are filling in the background. But we're gonna be adding this to another base, which I haven't worked on yet. I'm having too much fun working on this part here. I haven't gone down to that part yet, but we soon shall. I just want to get this going because once I get this going, then the rest of it should be a lot easier. Um, should be a lot easier to kind of figure out. Okay. So where did I put you? I have put it you kind of like somewhere like right here, right? Like you were just kind of swimming around in there. And once I'm done with this whole canvas thing, I will go over this with a layer of triple thick. That'll pretty much seal all of my pieces, so hopefully they don't break in the future. Plus, it'll hopefully help to maintain them where they are, because polymer clay does kind of pop off. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna get some foam tape, and I'm gonna stick my little crabby up, my little crabby cakes, and put them up. We're gonna pop him up just because we can. Just because we can, we're gonna pop him up. So we're gonna pop up the little crabby cakes. Well, he's not a crab cake just yet because I haven't set my net out. But if he don't hurry on up and mosey on out of there, he might just become food for somebody. I don't know. I'm not saying me. Although I do love me some crab cakes. I'm not going to lie. All right. So I did add the foam dots, but I'm still going to add just 2 little dots of glue just because we can never be too careful. So let's see. So we're going to pretty much kind of like prop him up right around there. I'm going to give him a little bit of stilo because he's not your ordinary crab, and he's sure as heck is not Sebastian. But he's in there and he's like, hey, I'm chilling, but it's all good because we're going to keep it moving. Hello, hello, Deb. We're going to keep it moving. So this is what this is looking like so far. And I'm going to draw myself some lines here. Maybe I don't even need to do that, but I think I'm going to do it anyway. Just because I need to mark off where my tiles are going to be. But you know what? I'm just going to go into it with the tiles. I'm going to do the tiles real quick and do the whole border with my tiles. And then this part will be done. Then I'm going to work on the background. The last thing I'm going to do is paint my mermaid. And then we'll have this kind of good to go. And I do have another row. And this is actual mirror. So let's see how this is going to work out. This is actual mirrors. So what am I going to do here? Sugar and spice and everything nice. Dollar Tree didn't think this through. Ow. Did I cut myself with glass already? You guys gotta be careful with that thing because it is real mirror. Like it's real glass. And little shards of it are gonna be, you know, going off all over the place. I already done nipped myself a little bit. Like I felt the little dot. I felt the little dot. So I think the best way to do this is to fold this. Grab a blade and just kind of slide it down. I think that's going to be the best way to do this. And it looks like it's really sticky, the adhesive. They put some good stuff on here, but I don't trust nothing. So we're still going to add some hot glue on here just because. Better safe than sorry. So very careful, like add your glass. And hopefully it doesn't make my camera go crazy. Let me know, you guys, if it makes my camera go crazy. So row number 2. So fold over very carefully. Fold over. Add your blade in between. Unless you're nicking, you need one little cube at a time. That might be a little bit more difficult. And then just kind of slide it down while it's folded down. Lucky for me, I kind of need them as strips, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna peel this off very carefully, you guys. This is glass. Don't be like, oh, I saw Carmen do it and now oops. Like, nope. Don't blame me. I said be careful. I said be careful. Okay. Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has them in silver, yellow, pink, and blue from what I saw. Hopefully they'll come up with other colors, but this is what I saw so far. You could do all kinds of DIYs with this stuff. And this is why I was so super inspired. I was like, oh, I gotta do this. Like, I gotta do this. Donna's here. Hey, Donna. Oh, come on. Don't play with me now. Just be careful, because I can hear that glass cracking. I don't know if it's me mentally bugging out or if it's the glass actually like grinding against each other. So let's take this tape off wherever I can. I think I'm going to be able to do this whole thing with one sheet. So if you got the small canvas, you should be able to do it with one sheet. Oh, just got to be really careful. Definitely do not run your fingers across the edges, you guys. Do not run your fingers across the edges. Safety first. Safety first. And be careful with that sticky stuff. It's really, really sticky, the glue that comes with. Like this thing is not meant to come off once it is on. Hold on. I went off the edge just a little bit right there, but it's okay because it's a quick little dry. Yes, wear gloves. Don't do as I do. Do as I say. All right. So now let's go ahead and get another strip. Very carefully. Fold it back. Introduce the blade. And try to keep your hand straight, which is something that I have trouble doing at the current time. Come on. Why you want to act up now? We did good this whole time. This whole time we did good. We was a team, me and you. We was a team. Now you want to act up. Okay, have it your way. I was sweating right there, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie. Ah, it sticks to your fingers. It's got some good tape. Why can't they sell this tape in a row? That cheapy stuff. Giving us that cheapy glue. Oh, jeez. Come on. They're gonna make my glue dry. There we go. Nice. It's coming along, right, you guys? It's coming along nicely. It's coming along nicely. And once I put her in there, it's gonna be like, chat out. How you like me now? So let's see. We need a few more pieces. So just very carefully. I have bypassed my sticky. I have bypassed my sticky glue. I mean my sticky blade. I'm gonna try to do this freehand. I'm like holding my breath, you guys, as I'm doing this. Honestly, I'm like holding my breath. And I hope I have enough space to put into. Because maybe I do, maybe I don't. I don't know. Let's see. No, we don't. So I'm gonna get rid of the corner over here because I'd rather this piece be complete than that piece be complete. You gotta be super careful with this stuff. I'm gonna take off this whole thing that I just added in there. Because I need this upper piece here to be complete. More than I need that bottom piece to be complete. And my glue dried. Of course it did. And my glue dries, so let me get that glue out of there. Let me put the cap on that because we don't want no accidents. I'm gonna add glue here again. I'm gonna add this piece. I'd rather add this piece than that piece. So I'll fit this piece in. So it's not gonna fit exactly. Maybe if you miss the corner pieces, then you'll be able to do the rest of it on a more even. But that one piece on the side is gonna be too much. I'm getting rid of the glue that I added, and I'm gonna add these two that I have here. Why do these projects always seem so fast in my mind? In my mind, I glued it together, got it all done. So I'm gonna be missing a piece here. So we're definitely gonna have to embellish this, which is fine. Which honestly, if I would have been smart about it, I could have just skipped out the parts where this is gonna be. And then I could have just glued this part straight down onto that canvas. Um, and then I would have definitely been able to cover all the corners, you know. But what we're gonna do is done already. So it is what it is. These canvases are not 100% even, so that's another thing right there. So let's try to grab something that we can add in there. Maybe I can add, let's see, a little clock, little timepiece. Add a little timepiece right there. That'll work, right? That'll work. Of course it'll work. It'll work. It'll work. It'll work. It'll work. All right, so we got that going. So pretty much this is about done. I am gonna try to do something for these edges though, just because I'm super petrified that I'm gonna like to my finger, you know. You guys get where I'm trying to go with that, right? So I'm gonna just put this to the side and paint my little things. And this is what we have so far. Seams on. You can definitely, and I probably shouldn't even be rubbing my fingers. Yeah, if you're gonna like dust this off, just to remove any little glass particles, use a brush, you guys, like just brush it off. Don't put your fingers, don't rub your fingers, because there's little shards of mirror or glass, whatever you want to call it, everywhere. So just be aware of that when you are gonna be working any further with those things. Don't rub your fingers along the edges, people. You've been warned. Do not rub your fingers against the edges. So yeah, I can see it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's you see the glass? That's glass. That is glass. Hi, Davita. That is glass, you guys. So be careful. This is definitely not a DIY you do with kids around. Because they be like, "Hi, mommy, I want to see myself. Let me see the glass mirror." And before you know, you be like, "Get the band-aids, get the alcohol, get the spray." So don't do it to yourself. All right. So I'm gonna leave this for last. I'm gonna paint this part last. I do want to get into creating this background. So that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna start creating this background. I have some little cutter parts if I use them. It'll probably be far and in between. So we'll see how this is gonna go. We'll see how this is gonna go. And I'm gonna adjust all that. So for the background of this paper, let me see, because I might have to actually go in here and get me a different kind of paper. Let me get that Primrose back again. So I think I'm gonna look for a different kind of paper to create to cover up this thing. So let's see. Do I have more of this thing? Don't you just hate it when like your favorite paper pad in the world runs out? And you have like 3 sheets and it's the 3 sheets that you never wanted to use. So that's all you have left. Oy vey. Let's see, let's see. Um, um, I don't know about that one. So I'm gonna try to see what else I find. All I have is the sound of music and shut up and dance. That's all I have left. That's all I have left. I gotta see something. Oh man. I don't really like this now that I see it with that. I mean, I guess it's okay, but I don't really like it. It seems too busy. It seems so busy and I don't like the color. But you know what? Maybe I'll use the remnants of this. So I'll figure it out. I'm gonna use my leftover scraps. I'm not gonna mess up normal paper. I'm gonna use my leftover scraps and I'm gonna glue piece by piece by piece by piece until I get it just the way I want it. So I'm gonna use these two and I'm gonna add little bits of this and I'm gonna glue everything together. I'm not gonna do any painting on my paper. I don't think. For now. I know. Why couldn't it be like 104 pages or something like that? Why do they have to give us 48? It's not even 50. Like I want to cry right now. Why 48? The last 48. Like literally there's a show named after. Why couldn't it be 50? And I do want to use this, so I am gonna figure out how I'm gonna use this. So all right, let's get fancy and technical, you guys. It's about that time. It's about that time. All right, so I'm just gonna start kind of ripping away over here. We're gonna start figuring out how we're gonna layer this. It's time to get happy. I know. I'm gonna add a little bit of everything. I think that that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add a little bit of everything. So I'm gonna cut these up into like really big pieces so that I can kind of layer it out. So I'll get it in there. I'll get it in there. I don't know if there's birds in the sea. They're called fishes, but we're gonna see what's gonna happen because I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, you guys. I don't know. So I'm gonna cry. This is the last of my best paper. My best paper. Dito, why did you have to end? We could have been friends forever. We could have been friends forever. so sad. Such a sad reality. Such a sad, sad reality I have to live with. That's why I hardly touch like my mariposa paper, because I love me that paper. And I hardly ever touch it because of that. Because that one will like literally, like I will be bawling out, you guys. I will be in tears. Is my birds upside down? Are they flying or fleeing? Flying or fleeing, like it's the same thing. Hello, Carmen. Get it together. Where's my little bit of music? We need a little bit of music. This is hurting my heart right now, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Is that all I have? 3 pieces? Come on, Carmen. What happened here? Where's the rest of the stuff? What you do with it? That's all I have. That's all I have. All right, so I think this is more or less how this is gonna go. I like that green, but I'm not sure. I like this there. Somehow like that. I think I like that. Well, everybody has their taste. Oh, you're so welcome, Davita. Thank you, sweetie. We are here to support. To support. Jill, no? Okay, that little piece is gone. All right, so I'm gonna distress some of these pieces a little bit. I'm gonna do it with I think the same ink that I was using, or maybe I'll use the ice spruce thingamabob. Where is it? Where are you, ice spruce? There's a few paper pads that I personally love. And although I do use them, because I'll use them. I mean, I'm not gonna cherish it forever and not use it, but I have some of these that I want to add in there. I want to add some of this in there. Which one? The Primrose stack. It's okay, Isabel. On the other side, oh, let's see. Sorry, you guys, the chat kind of goes quick. Thank you, Bootsy. I mean, it is just paper, but without that paper, we can't do what we do. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Gigalicious. Thank you, Jackie. I mean, it's the paper. Besides the technique that we implement onto the paper, it is the paper that kind of, gives it the uniqueness, the style, how we put it all together, how we do a little bit of everything. The paper is really what kind of brings it all together. The colors of the paper, inspire other steps that inspire other steps that inspire other steps. So it kind of all kind of goes. I'm thinking I want to add a snippet of this here and there, but I'm trying to see if this will actually go on there. What do you guys think? Should I add a little bit of this lace, this very beautiful lace trim that was created by Linda Hansen, or should I leave it out? Should I add a little piece of it somewhere, like add a little piece here and add a little piece there, like a little, to make it look kind of like a little belt, but not really? Or should I just leave it all together? You like the lace? All right. All right. So let me go ahead and glue these things on, and then I'll incorporate some of that lace, and we'll see how it all goes. We'll see how it all goes. So I'm going to go on with the same blue because that's the blue that I've been kind of using, you know, throughout most of this as far as the inking. So to kind of bring the outside with the inside, I'm just going to go ahead and just add some of this blue in there. And I'm going to have to most likely relayer all of this stuff because I done lost where I was. So rubbing it in there, rubbing it in there. And just creating a little bit of distressing all the way around. I think that's going to look real cute once it's all done. And I'm going to create some little tears here and there and kind of roll. I'm going to get a little fancy. I'm going to get a little fancy, you guys. I'm just kind of splotching this on because I want it to look kind of messy. I don't want it to have any kind of organization to it. I just want it to look kind of organic, if that's even possible, even though, you know, it's going to look a little nuts. I'm not worried about the ends because the ends are going to all be tucked under where the canvas is going to be. So how long have I been here? Almost 2 hours? Lord. Lord, Lord. Almost 2 horas. Almost 2 horas, people. 2 horas. Why do I always create steps that create more steps that create more steps that create more steps that create more steps? Why? Why? Let's see. I don't mind that straight edge, but I do mind this one. And this canvas right here might be included when I do my giveaway, you guys. My official channel giveaway that I'm going to be working on a video for soon. So this might get given away at that point in time. It might be included in the prize because I love to give my art away. But I've done so many canvases as of lately that I think it's only fair to also give the option for somebody, you know, for not for somebody, but for others that don't normally do the live and stuff like that to also get an opportunity to win. So if you have not subscribed, don't forget to do so. If you have not hit that bell, don't forget to do so, because when the time comes, and it shall come, it shall be fast and swift. We're almost done. We're almost done. Painting the mermaid is the fastest thing to do here. So and yes, this is any rate nail file. It has the little sponge in the center. Don't take the sides off or your sponge will break and fall apart. But if you use it as is and just take a little bit at a time off, girls, let me tell you something. This is the bomb. Oh, my arm is tired. Oh no, Donna. Oh no. All right. So I like how the pattern that it kind of does. I mean, definitely you can go into it and give it more of a normal type of pattern, but when you're just like flicking away, um, it does a very different kind of pattern. I really like how it looks. Whew. Okay, let's see if I have enough. Hopefully I have enough. This is gonna be like mounted at the end, so I'm gonna put that to the side. Let's see if I remember how I did this in the first place. Okay, so we have one piece here, one piece there, one piece there. These big piece, this corner piece right here is gonna go right here in this corner. So let me mount this corner piece real quick. Where are you, Squeegee? I need you. Right here. All right, so pressing out that glue. Let's see what else do I have here. I know this is not gonna come out exactly as I had originally planned it because that's just life. Let's see. Let me go ahead and glue that top piece. Oh no, Donna. Get in the tub. Pick everything off the floor and just go to the bathroom and get in the tub and wait it out. I need a photographic memory, you guys. How come we could only remember the dumb stuff forever? That important stuff we forget. Okay, good. Oh, Donna. Donna! somewhere around there. Come on. Come on, little glue. I need you now more than ever. Come on, stick. You're not special. All right. So far, the layers, the mountains and mountains and mountains of layers. Sazon on his way, Donna. He's gonna go save you. He's gonna go save you, Donna. Where is that? There it is. All right. All right. Let's see. Why I thought that this was gonna be quick in my mind, no matter how much stuff I did before I started, I don't know. Not there. Maybe there. I think that'll look better there. Huh? I was talking to you? Oh, wrong side. Wrong side. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Pick up the step, girl. Put some pep in your step, girl. Come on, come on. Now I'm starting to fight with stuff. No, I don't want that there. I think it's gonna get lost there. I need a different piece there. Right? What else do I have? I put that already. What else do I have? I guess it's gonna have to go. It gets to a point where no matter what you do, you done did it. And again, I'm not so much worried about the centers per se, because the center is going to be covered. So I am mostly worried about everything else. And my letters are probably up, my music notes are probably upside down but that's okay. Let's see. Maybe a little bit of this one. And you see how I still have some on there? Even though I've like done a whole bunch of papers, the sponge, for some reason, it just holds the ink a little bit better sometimes. Not for all inks, but for some. I've been able to get a lot out of this little bit. All right. All right. Don't even matter. My flowers are going to be upside down. That's all right. It's all right. Come on. Hold it. Stretch it. There we go. All right. So my canvas is pretty much covered. Or my chipboard is covered. Not so much my canvas. I'm going to add some lace into it. I think I'm going to darken this edge up. I need brown. What happened to my brown? Where's that gray? I had a gray. It's right here. Found it. Let me just stress this a little bit. So I'm going to tear this up a little bit. I'm going to spray it. Some water. I'm going to give it a slight little roll. Just kind of crinkle it up a little bit. Just, I don't know, give it another different kind of little look on there. Maybe you guys can see that, but I'm kind of rolling it in. Kind of crinkling it just a little bit. Paper's not the greatest. It's not the greatest. I'm going to spray this paper with a little bit of my sprays. Soak it up just a little bit. And it's still wet, but I'm still going to put it on there. Because if it drips, it'll just add more to it. So just going to leave it kind of like right there. So I sprayed it with some of that gold that I had there. Just gonna allow that to kind of be there for a minute. It'll dry soon enough. Okay, I'm gonna start to get a little bit more serious here. Hopefully I am leveled as much as I can be. Somewhere around there. So I think I'm just gonna glue it and then cut it so that I know more or less what I want this to be. I can't read what you guys are saying right now because I am standing up. If that's crooked, it's staying like that. All right. This is what it's looking like so far. And I forgot to put the thing up there, but hopefully I still can do it. I want to put, oh, I should still be able to do it. Voila. I'll just cut a piece of this off. I cut a piece of that off so that I can get in there and put this on there. I'm gonna add the lace right now. Let me just before I forget again, let me just do this real quickly. Okay. I like how that kind of looks. Ah, thank you. Thank you so much, Saison. Thank you so much, Saison. So I think I'm gonna put that like that. right there, right? So let's glue that baby on there. Trying to find a clean spot on this dirty rag that I use literally for everything. For everything when it comes to my art. It's full of paint and gesso. I'm gonna cut that in half. Forgot to distress it. I forgot to distress it. At least this size, because I have to do the top once I clip the other part off of it. Now let's see where we can add some of this lace. Maybe we'll just need to add the little piece right there. So let's do that and see where we end up from there. I'm going to take one of these little gems off that is on here. So I'm going to tuck another little piece here in this corner. I think. I'm standing up, you guys. So if I can't see, that's why. I have my fingers. Like that. I like that. So let's do that on, and then we'll get done with the mermaid. Um, and we'll start adding a few other little things that I have to go, and then we'll be pretty much done. Yes? Yes. I'm gonna add a little something here. Should I add the little thing right back on it? Yeah, I think I should. Sorry, Linda. I fixed it, Linda. I fixed it. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna add some glue right there. I'm gonna push this in and just kind of scrunch it up right under there, like so. Glue this on, stick it down. Like so. Same way here. Put this thing in there, crunch it up. Add more glue. Yes. Sorry if I scared anybody. This is what we got so far. I might leave this on. If I do, I'll just reinforce it. When I do reinforce this thing, I'll reinforce that part and just leave it on. I think I might leave it on. I kind of like how it looks. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of like how it kind of just comes off the frame and just gives it a whole new dimension. So let's see. What else do we have left to do? So you guys, so this is what we do. We come on here and support and show love and have each other's back, because that's how we rolls. But we don't rolls anywhere. We walks. Unless we're in a car, right? Right. All right. So let's see. This might be a bit much. It might be a bit much. So I'm thinking I'm going to paint that. I'm definitely going to paint this baby. So let's see what colors we're going to use. I want to put these little oars in there. So I'm thinking maybe I'll put them like so. I can't trust that. Honestly, I can't trust it. I think it will literally break. So I might just break it on purpose, just so that they're not overlapping each other. But I like the little oars up there, like that. Or I can put this little crown molding piece right there. This little crown molded piece down here, right? This one I think is complete. These things, I just don't trust them. I only trust the plastic. Isn't it sad? Ooh, yes, Carmen. What are you doing? Have you gone insane? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe I should have put that in. Maybe. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I know, right? Such a hard decision. Such a hard decision. Seahorsey? Seahorsey. Yes, seahorsey. Seahorsey does not go nowhere. So let's paint, guys. Let's paint. Let's do some quick brushing, and then we can finish. Isn't it looking nice, though? Oops, almost forgot these. Okay, that'll look good there. They're looking so pretty. Me like it. Yes, painting time. Okay, I'm missing something. Oh, yes. I'm missing a piece of carton here. Well, all my other little C pieces, but it's okay because I'm always doing something C related, so they won't go to waste. And if I can't use them, I'm sure Sasson could find some use for them, so they'll be used up. Okay, I'm gonna paint my mermaid tail because you know I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. So we're gonna get it done. So, what colors? Oh, I want some green on her tail. Yes, I do. So I'm gonna work my way from the bottom up. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work my way from the bottom up, and I'm actually gonna spray a little bit of this gold little paint on there. This gold little spray. So I'm gonna start working for myself from the bottom up. To me, mermaids just have to have green on them. And did I say that I made these tails with the mold of a leaf? Not a leaf, of yeah, a leaf mold. Then I just shaped it. I manipulated it with my hands once I took it out, and I made sure that it dried kind of all wonky. Well, once I put it on here, I kind of manipulated it a little bit. So green going up. Add a little bit of green. It's gotta all go together. And I'm gonna add some green on the sides, and I'm gonna add some more colors on here, but I'm starting to build a base, more or less. Get some green on the sides. And I'm using this because this dries pretty much instantly, while acrylic I have to let dry. And I'm trying to like put this baby on there because I'm like in awe. I'm trying to see what it's gonna look like. I'm super, super like crazy excited to see what it's gonna look like. This is the second time I've done something like this. Although the other one that I did with cold porcelain. A lot of you guys might have been present for when I did that other one. But the other one was a little bit more complicated because it took me forever to do it, and I did it right there with you guys. But if you want to know more or less how I molded this tail, I pretty much did the same thing that I did in that video. So if you want to see that, it's somewhere on my channel. If you need a link for it, just come back to this message, let me know, and I'll find it for you and link it so you can check it out. So we got some green in there because I don't want to put too much green. I want some pink. Where's my coral? Here's my coral. I'm going to add some of this pink. I'm going to clean my brush out a little bit though. Just a little bit. That's probably why, because you know that the flu shot is the flu. That's what they're giving you. It's a live flu to help your body develop antibodies to fight off bigger flus, however that works. It's like a salmon. It's like a salmon, you guys. I sprayed it so that it can get into some of these whites. Little crevices. Just add a little bit of berry color in there. This little purple. I like my things to be a little colorful. Because if I ever see a mermaid, she better have like all the colors on her. I want her to be like Punky Brewster. She better be on point. I want her to have a fanny pack. I want her to have barrettes in her hair because she done found them when they float down to the bottom of the ocean. And if she didn't find them, she could make her own with some coral, some shells. Oh, your daughter's the one that has it? Oh, no. This is some of that copper color. But we're still missing something. Yeah, I know. Well, one can dream, right? You can't take that away from me. One can dream. I'm going to go into it with a little bit of turquoise, just because the background itself has some turquoise kind of colors. But I'm just going to add a little bit here and there. Every layer just adds more to it. Don't you think? Thank you, Donna. So let's see. I don't know if she needs anything else, but I'm going to put her against the background and see. I feel like she needs something to make her pop. I'm not sure what. I feel like it's pretty, but it's blending. So I need a breakout color. So I'm going to add some black. I think I'm going to add a little bit, just a little bit of this. It's like gunmetal gray. It's called black shimmer, but it's like a gunmetal gray, really. So I'm going to add just a little bit on the sides. Hopefully that'll help it to break out from the background a little bit. It's not like completely black, but it'll hopefully help it to break out from the background and kind of centralize the colors that I've added on here. Hopefully, hopefully. One can only ask, right? One can only hope. Let's see. What do you think, you guys? Does that look better? I think so. It's staying like that. Maybe a little bit of orange. That's about it. These things, these waxes layer so pretty on top of one another. And they only do like they only do blend when you wet. But if you're not applying them when wet, they don't blend. So this is what we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna leave it. This is how she's gonna go. So with that being said, let's glue her on. And then we can finish off the last 2 or 3 little embellishments that I'm going to add on here. We can call this part done. So let's see. She's kind of wonky here on the side. So what I'm going to do, it's heavy already. I'm going to turn it over and try to fill in. The spot that is missing. I'm going to let that dry and see if I need to touch it up. I like it. It's a little different. I'm going to do my little seahorse because I got to put that on the corner. So let's go ahead and get that bit done up. What color do I want her? I think maybe blue. Let me put her over here. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. He is in the baby blue. Thank you. So let's see. What else are we going to add in here? Just a few more little pieces here and there, and then we're pretty much good to go. Thank you, Jamilani. Yes, I'm going to do the tops now. That little thing in the top, and then I'm going to add the thing in the bottom. And then I'm going to do one more seahorse because I think I'm going to put another seahorse right there. Because I think I'm going to keep it as it is. I'm going to put another seahorse right here. I'm going to do the top and the bottom, and probably this little thing here. Because these, I don't want to overfill it. Oh yeah, I could do it right here. Dun, dun. All right, so we got it. We got it, you guys. All right, so what colors for these? Should I just paint them gold? I think I should just paint them gold. So it can like be light at least. I gotta change on my contacts. They are not doing too good. Starting to see blurry. I think I'm gonna just paint these things gold to help that along. Come on. Spray, you mother lover. Thank you. I got that gunmetal color on here. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of that to each one. Gives it kind of like a dirty little color. All right, so we have our little pieces. It's gonna go top and bottom. And our little octopus, we're going to paint him not green because green matches with everything else that I got going on in here. Let's make him a little purple, right? Let's make him a little purple. Purple octopus. Who doesn't love a purple octopus? And this is a plastic piece because my other piece, one of the arms broke. So I didn't want to leave him out there, you know, kind of defenseless with one less limb. So I'll just incorporate that in something that I just use bits and pieces of. Whenever I do like my assembled art where I just pretty much use all kinds of knickknacks, broken jewelry and stuff like that, I'll leave that to use there. Because there it doesn't matter if it's broken or not broken. So don't throw those pieces away if you make them just because it broke something. You can use them for other kinds of art. All right. So we got our purple little octopus. And this piece today definitely took a lot of time to create. We have our purple little octopus. I'm not going to do nothing else with him. Well, maybe I'll do a little bit of this color right here, this little pink. Just a little bit on his head. Just to create a little bit of highlight in there. All right. So okay, so fat fuchsia, purple. What are we missing here? Oh, the ore. The ores in this, I'm gonna make those three things gold. Because I want it to be pure gold and I don't want it to get dirty. I'm not gonna use my look at my brush. It's like all to one side. It looked like it got permed out. All right, so Let's see. I'm gonna spray these just so that since it's gold anyway. This is gold acrylic paint, but it doesn't matter. Just so that I can speed this up a little bit. So we've been here for quite some time. It's 10 o'clock, you guys. I mean, it's only been 2.5 hours, right? Because I started at 7:30. It just feels like so much later to me because I'm not used to being on this late. Usually I'm done by like 9. So for me to start at 7:30 today, it just feels like I've been here forever. Which is cool, I don't mind. But I don't know how all of you guys are feeling about being here for that long. And I do not want to bore nobody. Let's put those there. I'm gonna grab a little bit of this brown. Just add a little bit in there, just because I didn't really like all the gold on there like that. I'm gonna add the gold over it, but I wanted to have a little bit of that. I'm also gonna add a little bit of that on here as well. Just a little bit. And I think that's about it for these pieces here. I literally pulled out almost every single little jar I had. Isn't that crazy? Thank you, thank you. And all these are the little pieces I'll save. Oh, I got one more. Oh man, I got one more little seahorse to do. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. All right, I got one more little seahorse to do that's gonna go on the opposite side, and I'm gonna do the same color with the blue. So I'm gonna go back to this crazy looking brush that's got the purples and the pinks and every other color under the sun that's somehow related to red. And we are just gonna do this. We're just gonna do this. This is the paper clay. So even though this does break on its own, once it's like a thick piece, it's a little bit more solid, not so easy to break. Although you can break like the little tips and stuff like that, but it's a little bit easier to manage. That polymer clay, man, I'm so disappointed. Like literally your pieces have to be so thick for them to be any kind of reliable. And that really sucks. Either that or I'm doing something completely wrong with those things. I've boiled them and it's a faster method, no smell. And I've baked them, and to me, the result ends up being exactly the same. And they still end up breaking just the same. I thought maybe because I was boiling them, they was breaking. Nope, they break anyway. Um, Let me add more blue on this horse over here. That horse turned a little bit teal on me. All right. Got my fingers colorful. Let's get our seahorse. Need a glue stick. Me likey. Me likey. Okay. Okay. Part two. Part two. Part two. I can't read what you guys are saying right now. I'm standing up. These I did with my paper clay, the paper clay that I made using toilet paper. That's what these were made of. Um, the seahorses too were made with my paper clay, not the Prima one. The only thing that I made with the Prima clay was the tail. Only because I wasn't sure if it would be good, to create something so big, with the DIY paper clay. But all these little molds that I did it with my, the details and everything came out perfect on. I molded it, popped them out, let them dry. So there's a little bit of warpage, but not too bad. I'm so scared, but hopefully it won't break. Because there is a little bit of air. Well, this one I got to go flat, but I should have done that with this one too, and I didn't. So I'm scared to put pressure on it and it'll break on me now. Yes. Right? I think I got it. Oh no, don't worry, Dad. We're almost done. We're almost done. The piece de la resistance is going on now. Viva la crafts. So the ore is going there. You guys, it does not get more sea theme than this right here, right? It does not get more sea theme than this. What am I missing? That's it? I'm done? Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm done. I'm done, you guys. I'm done. Oh, wait, I gotta glue this. Hello, the octopus. Well, I'm trying to get my home a little nautical too, Donna. It's gonna take me a little bit of time because everything I make, I give away. But I'll catch up at some point. I like that right there. Ta-da! How you like me now? So, you guys, I think I'm done. See, I had made these little rope things that I was supposed to paint up and do up and stuff like that. And I had made two of them to like add along the edges. So I still might go ahead and do them and just add them after. So I might add like these little, these little rope things. They were long, but they broke on me because that's what polymer clay does. Ugh. But I might still be able to work them in there if I do them like that. You know. So we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. I probably won't be able to put them everywhere, so I don't know. But yes, we're done. Woohoo! pearls. Tanya. Tanya! Why you always gotta throw the monkey wrench? I don't even know if I got me some pearls. What the heck is that? Ooh. Whoa! Fly, baby, fly. Fly, baby, fly. Let's see. Um, what my stickers? Oh, you are there, and I am here. Go away. Shoot fly, don't bother me. Shoot fly, don't bother me. Let me see. I'm looking for pearls. I can't guarantee you nothing because I'm like running low on all those little embellishment thingamabobs. And I didn't pick any up when I went to Dollar Tree. So let me see if I find some here. I can't guarantee nothing. So give me 1 segundo, and if I don't find anything, it will be a night. So I don't see none that I can pick up really quickly. So I think we're gonna have to leave it like this. Bling, they're in the same box. So I can't find either one right now. And what I have these right here, but this is not like cute and stuff. Is it like, I don't know. I don't want to add no pinks and stuff. No, that's too much work. I could add some bling maybe. I'll add some bling. That's as much as you're gonna get out of me, Tanya. That's it. I know, I know. So I'm gonna put some corner bling, I think. That's what I'm gonna do. Right? I'm gonna put some little pieces here and there. And this one got bling and pearls. Don't talk to me no more, Tanya. That's it. Bubbles from the seahorse. Ooh. I think they're two-dimensional though. Maybe if they were smaller. What do I have? Where's that little box? Tanya keeps giving me work. My poor little sheets. How come the word sheets gotta sound like something else? So crazy. Yeah, all I got is like little numbers and stuff, and some other little colorful flat backs. I don't know if that's gonna look good on there though. This little box is empty, and I don't know where my other little box is, which is the one where like my other little remnants of this kind of stuff is at. I don't know where it's at. Oh, I know you love you some bling. The problem is that you love bling so much now I'm out of bling. From always adding bling every time you say, ah, bling. All right, so let's see. All right. So I don't trust nothing. Remember that, you guys. I don't trust none of this glue. You got to always add your own. Can't trust it. 2 months later, you'll be walking down your hall, and guess what'll be on the floor? The bling bling. So we got some bling bling over here. I'm gonna add 3 on this side too. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Yes, we do. Come on. Stick where I need you to stick. Not there. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like this needs something up there. I need to add some flowers or something up there. See where you started, Tanya? These were gifted to me by Isabel. I think. I think I'm right. These were gifted to me by Tanya. I think I'm right. Right? Something like that. Oh, scared the bejesus out of me. Who the heck is that? I don't know who that is. I don't answer calls I don't know. So you're gonna have to leave me a message because I don't know you. Okay, maybe not the best color combination, right? But we're gonna see what we do. Oh, you do? That's nice. I wish I could find something like that close to my house. The only thing I find close to my house is Wi-Fi. Order it online. Take the turquoise one off. Keep the purple in there. So I'm gonna glue down this first one real quick. This white one right here. Yes, to keep the purple. I have other colors too, and the little ones though, not the big ones. I literally was hoarding this. That's why you guys never see me use them before. I was literally hoarding the heck out of them. I did not want to touch these flowers for nothing because these are not so easy for me to come by. The other ones are like the little roses ones. I order those on eBay, so like I could order those whenever. But these beauties right here, that's why I went and bought myself like the molds and all of that stuff. Because even though I can make paper flowers, you're trying to like really try to create that prima, which is not so easy to recreate. Like it is and it isn't because it just depends on the flower, I guess. I'm gonna add some little ones. And it's too late. They're stuck on. That's all I got. I'm limited. Just adding them a few here and there. You guys said no turquoise, right? What else? Speak now, forever hold your peace. Okay? I feel like something is missing here. Tanya, what did you do to me? Oh my goodness. Girl. No. That's it, no more? Thank goodness. Because I was literally like going ham looking for my stuff. Like, what else am I going to add on here? All right. So we're done. Are we done, Lucy? We done? Oh, good. Okay. Let me sit down. Shut off my glue gun. Flowers to put away in a minute. So we're done, you guys. Yay! Yay! Woo woo! Love it! Love it, love it. We are done. Yes. Now we're done. So, this is what I did. Yeah, buddy. Let me focus. Focus, focus. Just in case. I'm not sure if it's focusing all the way. Is it? Let's see. All right. We try to straighten this out. So, we have the little piece on the top. The other little pieces that I put in there, we have the mermaid's tail that was handmade. We have a little crab peeking out through there. We got the little turtle. We have some little coral. We have this very dangerous mirrored sticker glass that we've added in there. We've kind of layered a whole bunch of different pieces together. And most likely this is going to be included as an additional price for my giveaway when I do put out my video for my giveaway. So if you are interested in winning this piece, definitely be on the lookout for that video. And hopefully you'll be able to participate and join. And you might be the lucky winner that will take this baby home. I still feel like there's something missing, but we'll figure it out. No worries. So thank you all so much. Put some change from that empty spot. What? Put some change. What? Anyways, thank you all so much as usual for hanging out with me. It's taken me quite some time to get this thing together, but it was a lot of awesome layers to put together. And yes, chain. Oh, she's saying chain. Oh, well, maybe later, because right now I need to stretch. I need to walk. I need to let the blood flow because it's probably stuck right now where it don't need to be. So I will catch you guys on the next one. Have an awesome rest of the weekend, you guys. I think Isabel might be going live tomorrow, so be on the lookout for her. Hopefully she will. Good night, everybody, and I will catch you all on the next one. Have a blessed one. Bye.